Hello, hello, hello. Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. Finally, welcome back to some Keep Calm in Colombia on. After an unfortunate cancellation on Thursday last week because I was sick. It's been about a week since we've been to this one. First off, let's do our good luck charm, make sure everything's working. Hello, me. Let's do our good luck charm, make sure everything's working. Hello, me. Hey, right back at you, buddy. Okay. Let's dive in. Hey, everybody. Hey, Maximilian, what's up, my friend? This is the radio station of Athens. We are transmitting the first announcement of the Greek General Military Office. The Italian military forces are invading since 5:30 in the morning today. Our fortifications on the Greek-Albanian border. Our forces are defending the grounds of the homeland. Oh boy. What's going on with you, my friend? Hey, Fabio. Hello. Welcome. Good to see you. Ignori, hello. How are you? Always good to see you, my friend. Right at the top. Good to see you. All right. Man, I am still kind of battling whatever I had. My cold portion, the cold or whatever it was, is gone. But I have like an ear infection, I think, now, which is just clogging my whole head up here. Hey, LaPlace, hello. Good to see you. Hello. Oh, 28th of October. Yes, you told me about this last time. Apologies. Well, may the 28th be with you, my friend. All right, let's figure out what we're doing again here. We have the Age of Caudillos. We're going down on that, so we're pretty good there. Get the opium trade going. We just need to get to a level 10 opium plantation. What do we add on that? We're at 1. Okay. What are we building? So we're at 30 construction. We're doing some textiles in Cundinamarca right now. Yeah, why are we not doing road maintenance there? Textile mills, furniture, steel, paper. How are our construction materials looking? A little expensive. All right, we need to be tackling this first. Yeah, why are we not tackling that? Okay. Good evening. My day is very wonderful today. The Dodgers win in Game 3 of the World Series after 18 innings and 9 intentional walk-offs. Shohei by the Blue Jays. Wow. Yeah, I haven't been keeping up, but it's on the morning news every day. I think I just happen to be out of the room every time they talk about it. Well, you should expand more aggressively to prohibit the creation of a strong South American rival and exploit the low infamy requirements to conquer your neighbors. Yeah, we do need to expand more. To recap, we are going after Grander Colombia. So we need to form Gran Colombia and own all land in the Gran Colombia Andes and La Plata strategic regions. And then Federation Day, form the Federation of the Andes. Now, the difficulty with Grander Colombia is we need to own all land in the Gran Colombia region. And unfortunately, that means we need to get these 3 states off of Great Britain, the Netherlands, and France. So we're going to focus on everything going down this way. So, Peru, forming the Federation of the Andes blocks the achievement. Which achievement? We're going after Grander Colombia first. We'll do this first, and then we'll form Federation of the Andes. I mean, I think we would have to anyway. To form the Federation of the Andes. Yeah, we would need all this land down there anyway. So we would form Gran Colombia, and then form Federation of the Andes. You should save before doing that. Yeah, well, we're pretty far from it anyway. So, yeah, we'll get there. The game took so long, the Dodgers cleared their bullpen, and Yoshinobu Yamamoto, the pitcher yesterday, started to warm up the 18th inning. Oh my god. After his complete game yesterday with 105 pitches. Wow. Yeah. Don't form Federation entities before Grander Colombia. Exactly. Oh! Hello. Hey, Nemesis. Hey, thank you for the follow. Welcome. Oh, cool. Welcome. I was just watching episode 1 on YouTube. Very nice. Very fortunate, then, that you caught it right now. We were supposed to have episode 2 last week, but it got canceled because I wasn't feeling too well, but we are back for a double episode today. So we got episode 2 right now, and this evening we'll be doing episode 3. So let's see. They have a total, with conscripts, of 22 battalions. We're at 30. We're not going to start the diplomatic play yet, but I just kind of want to see, would anybody get involved in this? So Bolivia might, but Bolivia is really weak right now. There's a possibility Argentina might. It looks like the United States will stay out of it, and Brazil would stay out of it. We might do this right off the top. Hey, Connie. Oh yeah, hello. Don't forget to spend that infamy before the Euro monsters get too involved. Yeah, we were just talking about that. I think we're going to be we'll definitely be going after Peru this episode, and it sounds like Bolivia will be joining in there, so we'll probably be going after them. Let's take a look at our military goods. So it looks like we might need some guns. Alright, so first thing we're going to do here is we need one more iron mine logging camp. One more iron mine and logging camp. Alright, we don't need to be subsidizing that. Alright, so we'll do that. Logging and iron. Before we finish this stuff, let's expand the arms industries. We have one in Zellia. That's interesting, because the majority of our barracks are in Cundinamarca and Antioquia. Ooh, but we do not... we don't have general staff yet. That's concerning. As a New York citizen yourself, how are the election results you predicted? Yeah, it's... First of all, I can't believe the election is on Tuesday. It's a week from today. I can't believe it's already here. Early voting looks like Mamdani has a strong lead, which is promising. But you never know with early voting returns. So we'll see. But it's looking promising so far. The Muslim communists will win. Yeah, that's what they're trying to make him out to be. The Muslim communists. I certainly hope he will. I have reservations, but I hope he does. I will be voting for him. Sweet, you sound a lot better. Recovering well. Thank you. Yeah, I mean, definitely the cold portion is done, but I definitely have like an ear infection now. My ears have been clogged for like 2 days. I need to go to the doctor, just get some antibiotic or something. But so that's kind of been keeping me down, but definitely a little bit better. Yeah, how dare the election be on EU 5 days? Seriously, this is I have to remind myself sometimes that oh yeah, the election is on the same day as EU 5 comes out. I need to do early voting this week so I can just be at home on Tuesday. I'm also streaming on Tuesday. Now that I say that, I need to vote. I'm probably going to vote on Friday or something so I can get it out of the way. Alright, so we're going to build, because we're going to need another arms industry if we're going to do this. I want to keep... Oh. What are we doing here? All right, we're going to prioritize importing tools. Oh, we are. Okay. So we're going to activate that. We're going to build... We will build our arms industry, and I believe... Do we have... No. So we're going to build an arms industry and an artillery foundry before we go to war. There we go. Then we'll think about war. It's a normal day for everyone else. Yeah, I know. Yeah, only here in the U.S. is it a double day. And for a lot of, it's a midterm, or not even a midterm. It's not even the midterm election. So for most people in the U.S., it's not a very big election day. It's bigger for some than others. But yeah, here in New York City, it's a very big election day. My feed, both on X and YouTube, somehow filled with him versus Cuomo. I don't know if you see, but do you know about the AI video? Yeah, I know about it. Well, I see it on TV, and it looks ridiculous. It's so stupid. It really does look like an old man learned about this tool for the first time. In case you're unaware, it will release at noon for the US. Oh, interesting. Yeah, I thought it was 1 p.m. actually. I didn't realize it was noon. Good to know. Thank you. Yeah, the New York election has become a nationwide sensation. Yeah, it has. It really has. Especially since the president is now getting involved in it. Hey, Jabba. Hello, hello. I'm doing good. I'm doing good. I'm back. I'm getting better. Still a little sick, but getting there. Speed 1 gaming. Yeah, no. We won't be on Speed 1. I usually go to Speed 1 if there's an event to read. Otherwise, we're usually on Speed 3. Unless we really are, like, have nothing going on and we need to get through a build queue, we'll go to Speed 5 for a little bit, but we generally camp out on Speed 3. Oh, universities. Yeah, I forgot the university. See, the problem is we have, like, a long list of stuff to do. Actually, I think I might have been building the paper mill in anticipation for that. Do we not have any yet? Yeah, we don't have any. Thank you for the reminder. All right, so we'll put it at the end of the queue. We're building some paper there. We'll start off with 2 in Cundinamarca. Hey, GM, hey, GM. Thank you for the follow. Welcome, welcome. Good to see you. Welcome in, welcome in. Yeah, close enough, right? I hate how bad I am with screen names. I don't know why. I always feel like an old man when the pop-up comes up, because for some reason where I'm sitting, I can't read them, and so I feel like an old man. I'm always like, what's going on here? Ah, homesteading. All right, there we go. We got homesteading. Let's take a look at what we're doing here. I'm new. I should be playing Speed 3 as well. I've been running Speed 5. Yeah, Speed 5, it's hard. There's so much going on in the game, stuff you have to keep up with. I can't respond to things quick enough that way. I know a lot of people that do play on Speed 5, and it makes sense. I'm just not quick enough for that. But your president's busy yesterday dancing in Malaysia on the annual, yeah. Asian meetings, and an ex-American think basic courtesy is the same as worshipping him. Yeah. Yeah, we've been seeing some of that on TV, on the news. Just embarrassing, always. Alright, what are we going to next? Workforce ratio. We could always use that. Okay, well, let's see what we have going on here first. Afro-Caribbean students sometimes use their native language in New Grenadine schools. Some have called for teachers to penalize the use of these languages, forcing children to speak the official language of New Granada. Yeah, we do have quite a bit of radicals right now. So if we take this, we'll get radicalism increases for level 1, 2, and 3 acceptance. So let's take a look. 191,000 in level 1, 941,000 in level 2, and 642,000 in level 3. That's a lot. Or we could get some radicalism decreases. It'll lower assimilation. I'm kind of okay with that. And it looks like the petite bourgeoisie are currently marginalized. Yeah. So the language is part of their heritage. Enthralled by the beautiful romanticist artwork produced by Peruvian artists, the intelligentsia have begun lobbying in favor of closer ties with Peru. No, we don't like this. Because we're about to invade them. So, I'm sorry, intelligentsia. We have you powerful, too. We do not want a pro-country lobby for them. So we'll take that. I play on speed 5 because my PC is 9 years old. Hey, Peter, hello, yeah. I know how you feel. When I'm not on my desktop here, I play on a MacBook Air. I usually play on GeForce Now, but last night I noticed it was working. Not like regular natively. So I was playing on that, but man, yeah, it was lagging. Hey, John, hello. You should try to get the grandest Colombia achievement, yes, by conquering all the Grand Colombia region and conquering Peru, Bolivia, and Chile. Yes, that is the plan. That is what we will look for. Oh yeah, so hold on, we will slow down for a second. I want to look at... Okay, so we're not hurting for pops yet. So we can hold off on propertied women. Can we get off of slavery? Yeah, we do have... Okay, we have the intelligentsia in government. I think we're going to go for that. We're going to try to get off of slavery while we have them in the government. And they're powerful. They're slightly less powerful now, but... The new update makes forming lobby doesn't exist. In the previous patch, every time I don't want anti-British, they always form. Oh. The update makes forming a lobby doesn't exist. Huh. That's interesting. Let's see. Yeah, like we wanted to form a lobby with the British. Yeah, I don't think we... Well, first of all, I don't think we are... I think it's our rank that's stopping us right now, right? Where's the power block? Cut down to size. Yeah, I forget what the requirements are off the top of my head. But it's not allowing us. Why not reforming the Spanish Empire in the Americas? Maybe. Wait, you mean as New Granada, or do you mean doing a run as Spain and forming the Spanish Empire? Getting back into the game, do you think there's a case to be made to not liberalize, or is moving away from a monarchy it's almost always a net gain? Generally, moving away from the monarchy is a net gain. It's funny you ask, actually, because I'm in the midst of editing a starting step series for Sweden, and I actually stay on monarchy as Sweden for quite a long time because you have a personal union with Norway. If you switch off of the monarchy, you lose Norway. So with Sweden, I feel like you want to stay on monarchy until you form Scandinavia and incorporate Norway. So there's a benefit there. Also, now with the 1.10 update, I feel like there's a little bit more of a benefit to having monarchy because it allows you, no, not that, to have subjecthood. And if you have a lot of land and people in different places, this plus 30 acceptance for living in your homeland is really helpful. But you can only get subjecthood if you have monarchy. So there's a benefit to that. Otherwise, yeah, it's usually beneficial to get off of monarchy, I think. You could try to trade the part of the Grand Colombia region the British has with a treaty. Yeah, they never accept that stuff, though. You need to give away way too much, and we don't have enough to give. Like, if we wanted to take British Guyana... Let's see, where is it? We would need to make up 130. They really don't want to give it. Even if we gave away investment rights... No, not that. Money transfer. Where's money transfer? We gave all the money we possibly could. We gave them an obligation. Like, we'd still be at negative 73. So, usually these state transfers don't really work, unless you have land to give away in return. Aim for colonial slavery. It's easier to get than banning it outright. Just conquer Hawaii. Yeah. No, we don't have anybody who supports this. In fact, that's interesting. The pro-slavery movement doesn't even like it. Wow, interesting. Yeah, it seems like that would be... We have less of a chance with that. A Colombian empire made of all the Spanish-speaking territory. Oh, yeah. Yeah, we would like to do that. My goal here is to take everything down here, which should make us big enough to contend with getting these 3 states. That'll get us to form Grand Colombia. Once we form Grand Colombia, we'll form Federation of the Andes. And once we're that big, we'll look to take Brazil and then start going up a little bit. I want to do a little bit of conquest in this. Generally, in the runs we do, we don't do a lot of conquest. And so we have the benefit of having an achievement here that's going to make us lean into that. It's in the editing stage. Oh yeah, you've been waiting for it? Yeah, it took quite a while to finish the run. Or not finish it, but get to the stopping point. It's basically going to be a run in Sweden from game start up until 1867, so like the first 30 years. But that took some time to do, and now we're editing. My goal is to have the first episode of it released on Monday next week, and then just have them release every Monday to give me some time to continue catching up to the editing, to the editing the episodes. Defenders of continued slavery have published a wave of diatribes, treatises, and sensationalized fictional narratives, all to support their cause. The quantity, if not the quality, of these works has shaken public confidence in abolitionism. So we could just get an outright 10 or roll the dice on this. I hate rolling the dice. Let's roll the dice. Ha! It worked! Look at that, we only got the -5. Alright. It worked. I thought you'd be able to form Grand Colombia with Ecuador and Venezuela. Oh, yeah, but I mean for the achievement. Yeah, we can form Grand Colombia. I mean, specifically, the Grander Colombia achievement. So we need to form Grand Colombia, but then own all land in the 3 strategic regions. So we are working towards pan-nationalism here. Right? That's what that just said. Oh no, nationalism. Yeah, so once we get to nationalism, we'll form Grand Colombia. But to get the achievement, we're going to have to get all of this stuff. Basically everything except Brazil. You can try conquering an African country and then trade it for British Guyana. It might be a possibility. It might work. Instead, we might actually colonize, because you can always trade some of the colonies that you get. So we might start colonizing at some point. Alright, so the pro-slavery movement's upset. They have about half of our military. Oh, interesting. If we go to a policing law, it will make this a little easier, actually. Because their activism, they're getting plus 10% from no police. And if we go, you know, I didn't think of this. I should have gone to policing beforehand. We also could increase the Home Affairs institution. That's what we're going to do here, actually. We're going to cancel out of this. Oh, wait, hold on. We would need to include them in the government in order to do it. Sweet, did you remember to talk about running out of pops and whatnot? Yeah, I do address that. We do get to a point where in the run where we do run out of pops, and so we start tackling labor-saving PMs and getting some people migrating to us. All right, we got Bessemer process. Federation of the Andes is pan-nationalism, but it also stops you from getting Grander Colombia. Yeah, that's why we're gonna go. We're gonna go for Grander Colombia first, and then we'll go for Federation Day, which kind of makes sense because to get Grander Colombia, you have to get all the land that you would also need for Federation Day. So we're gonna do it in that order. When the event about Bolivar's ambition pops up, take it. You need it. Yeah. Yep. You know, what do we want to do here? We could also just try to let this roll, get slavery banned, and then go for a no policing, or get going for a policing law. Ah, Russia likes us. Oh! Did this happen, or is it a war right now? Oh, look at that! The Civil War. John Calhoun, you traitor. Oh, so we're gonna have a run with the split United States. That's interesting. Legislative failures. It has been revealed that Manuel Jose de Mascara of the Catholic Church has been having a secret affair with a member of the clergy. His resignation is being demanded. Do we like this guy? He's moderate. He's giving them political strength. He's giving them pop attraction. He's giving them a lot of political strength. Oh, we got percussion cap. Now, if we force him to step down, chances are we're going to get a theocrat. But the church won't have as much political power, which will be nice. Wish I could attach the Denzel gift from Training Day. Sounds good, though. Yeah. Yeah, that would be pitch perfect. Alright, let's get this guy to step down. He is giving them a little too much. Oh, so we got a traditionalist. So 5% political strength. Okay, so they don't get as much political strength from their leader now. Carlos de Abaldia. Pause the game, click on the Catholic Church, take a look what their new ideology could be. I mean, usually know what it's going to be. Yeah, like I said, theocrat is the highest one. Though we did get a traditionalist. It's always theocrat. Unless you got something else going on in the country. Is there a difference between a moderate and a theocrat for the church? Won't they still hate the same laws? No, because moderates don't have any stances. And, well, we don't have that there, but let's take a look at theocrat. Theocrat wants state religion and mainly theocracy. But moderates always have no stances. You are lucky you didn't get a slaver. Oh, that's what I feel. Oh yeah, that's true. That is a good point. I have to say though, I generally that's interesting. It's at 20%. I feel like I've taken that event many times in runs. I've never gotten a slaver from the church. I'm surprised it's as high as 20%. I'm surprised Democrat is as high as 25%. I've never gotten Democrat. We're gaining some money here, actually. We can afford more construction. Oh my god, this song right now sounds like a Disney song. Oh, high because of the slavery debate. That's a good point. Yeah. That's true. Though I'm surprised with Democrat here being so high. Oh, movement pressure, yes. Oh, interesting. Okay. Finish the arms industries, it's like a few days away. I mean, we could. We're not going to war immediately after the arms industries is done, though. We'll just destroy the rebellion, and after you defeat them, the pro-slavery movement will lose all its power. Yeah, I mean, it's true. We could just let this go to war. But so the problem is, so they're going to take half of our military. So it is a sizable force. And the problem is, whenever you let one of these things go to war, you run the risk of other people joining in. So it's very possible, like, a European power could take their side. It's very possible now the Confederacy will take their side since, wait, what? So the Confederacy has slavery banned. So they both have slavery banned. What do they fight over? They have the same power laws. Well, I want to look at this now. What did they fight over? One is censorship, one is right of assembly. I don't know. That's funny. An attempt on the life of the president has killed many, but spared our ruler. A complex device, itself damaged in the attack, is the only trace of the revolutionary left at the site of the attack. So our president will lose some popularity, or 33% chance the revolution goes down 10%. Alright, so we'll take a look at his popularity. We're going to go with this one. So he could lose 10 popularity, gain 25, or this movement's going to go. I hope we get the negative 10. And we got the negative 10. There we go. Lucky us. They fought over national militia. Oh, was that it? Was that the one? So they have national militia. No, they both have national militia. They have like the same laws. I mean, maybe the laws changed since then. Who knows? Still kind of funny though. The U.S. has censorship. The Confederacy has right of assembly. Oh, so Confederacy, yeah, right of assembly, no home affairs, censorship, National Guard. There you go. To arms, my brothers! To arms! We will fight over National Guard and censorship. Hey, Peter, hello! Good afternoon, good to see you. How are you? Hello, hello. Welcome in. Would removing aligned generals reduce their army? It wouldn't reduce the number of battalions, though it might change who sides with them. So the armed forces. Yeah, like if this guy was a landowner, he would join them. But it wouldn't affect their activism. And it wouldn't affect the size of the army either, because, yeah, they would still have the battalions. They get the battalions of the states that are revolting. Building trade centers instead of construction goods, viable play. Yeah, absolutely. I usually say now, in your initial build queue, you want to start with a trade center and then go to the construction goods. Because the trade center can now make up the gaps while you're building the construction goods. And trade centers are so quick to build. They're just 100 construction points. They build as quickly as a construction sector, so you can do it very quickly. Oh, we're paused. Why are we paused? So yeah, I would say build a trade center, not instead of construction goods, but before construction goods. For the initial build queue. You could delete the barracks that are in the rebelling states. No, I don't think you can. Once this sparks up, you can't. Yeah, you can't change the military once this sparks up. You can add battalions, but you can't delete them. So what's annoying too is it's the same thing with conscripts. You can add conscripts, but you can't delete them. So if you've already like assigned all your conscripts to certain states, you're kind of screwed in that sense. All right, so we've expanded construction now. We'll get up to 40. Hey, Sharky Boy, hello, hello, welcome, welcome, my friend. How are you? Good to see you. How is everything going? Haha, Java. Man, you got me hooked on Anno. Yeah. I hope 117 isn't like this, else I'm cooked. Hey, Sharky Boy, thanks for renewing membership to the YouTube channel. Highly, highly appreciate that. Thank you, thank you. I don't know if you've noticed, I've started putting your name and the names of other members at the end of videos. So I think all of the what are they called? The EU5 Dev Diary videos have that. So thank you. Yeah, Anno 117 does look pretty good because they had the demo, so I was able to play it for a little bit. We're going to be doing Anno 117 on Fridays once it comes out, so... you can build new barracks in states that aren't rebelling. Yes, you can do that. You can do that in order to give you a better chance. Though it doesn't look like we're getting much of an increase in their activism. We'll see how this goes. If this fails, we're going to add a policing law. They like local police. Oh. Oh, look at that, though. Yeah, we don't really want to do local police. They don't like dedicated police either. We might go to local police and then go to no slavery. Though going to local police will make the landowners a little bit more powerful. Doing good, just heading to school, waiting for the light rail. Nice, nice. Thanks for joining in while you got some time. I don't watch anything EU5 related. I want it to be a surprise. Ah, I feel that. I know what you mean by that. Have it nice and fresh. Belligerent crowds have been getting increasingly provocative when confronted by troops in Cundinamarca. Hardliners in government are demanding tougher responses, while doves are calling for troops to stand down as the first hopeful step in de-escalation. I would like it to go down by 10. There's a chance we get more radicals. We got more radicals. But it won't go above 86 as it is now. Though the more radicals that are gained, the more that will be added to that. Hey, Reverse Hamcuts, hello. Welcome, welcome, my friend. Viva la Gran Colombia. Viva el sueño de Bolivar. Yes, yes. We've taken his namesake. We've got that going. Oh, and they got some stuff happening there. Oh, all right. So I also forgot. So we have the arms industry. So we now want to switch the hardwood production here. Because I don't believe we're doing hardwood anywhere else. Oh, we were doing it in Guevara, which is fine. You know, we have tooling there. Tooling, I think, is pretty expensive for us right now. No? Yeah. We want to do the steel mill before the textile mill. Law setback. We're going to keep an eye on their activism here. If it goes to 90 or above, we might stop slavery ban and then go to local police. Mobs have surrounded an arsenal in Zelia, threatening to seize the arms and munitions stored within. While the guards are staving off attacks for now, if no relief is sent, then the arsenal will fall to insurrectionists. Ooh, we'll try this one. So they're at 92 now, but they're going down by 5 because their activism is 87. Are you going to stop in Great Colombia or go to the Andes and form the Andean Federation? We're going to do both. We're going to form Grander Colombia and then get the achievement for that, and then form Federation of the Andes. Dedicated, never local. I do want dedicated police force, but we have a chance to we can bring this movement's activism down by 10, so that when we go to slavery banned, they would be at 77 instead of 87. So we might go local police force, try to ban slavery, and then go to dedicated police force to kind of manage the pro-slavery movement here. We do run the risk, though, of giving the landowners a little bit more political power from the local police force while we do that. I disabled mid-roll ads for now, but what percentage of ad revenue comes from mid-roll ads for you? You know, I don't know, actually. I know there's a way to look that up. I've never really looked at it. I do know, in general, I find I get more from ad revenue on YouTube than Twitch, so I've noticed that. But I've never actually looked at what my share of it is, because I don't really have a control over it. So I'll look that up though after the stream. can let you know. Hey, Super Frank, hello. I think you need to form Grand Colombia to even be able to form Federation of the Andes because New Granada is not a viable option to form it. Oh, interesting. Interesting. Yeah. Well, there you go. Then it works to our benefit anyway, because that's what we want to do. I never thought we would have a Ham Cuts Caudillo run. Viva la General Ham. Yeah. Well, the second stream I ever did was Paraguay. I love playing in South America. And I love trying to manage this thing. I've actually never done a run before where I embrace Caudillos and let it go. I always try to get rid of the Age of Caudillos. Wonder what it would be like, not for this run, but to embrace it and do something like that. I don't know how many trade centers to build. I mean, honestly, if you're at your trade capacity, then you can use more. Oh, look at our world market access here. If you're at your trade capacity, then build another one. That's kind of how it is. But the private sector also builds them. So I tend not to aim my public ones at it as much. But like right now, we could definitely use more. We could definitely use some more. Armed workers affiliated with the rural folks' progressive factions have volunteered to assist government forces in countering reactionary forces that would threaten New Granada. Is Cauca one of the... Yeah, Cauca is one of the rebellious states. So we wouldn't want to do this. But the revolution will increase by 10. Law progressed to study. Yeah, we don't want to increase their offense-defense for 5 years, because if it goes to war, the pro-slavery movement will get that. Now, we can increase it by 10%, because it's just going to go back down to 87. Oh, we got modern sewage. This is excellent for us. This is excellent for us. Let's do this. Let's do this. Now, the problem is we run the risk that if we get another event that it has to increase before it drops down to 87, then we're kind of screwed there. Two more hours until All Under Heaven. Yeah, that's right. I was going to mention at the very top. Happy All Under Heaven Day to those who Crusader King. It is very soon. I haven't eaten all day. I'm so hyped. Yeah, I actually haven't eaten yet today either. I usually try to make sure I eat breakfast before my stream since the stream goes to late afternoon or later afternoon, and I forgot to do that. Do you plan to build the Panama Canal or take the cash from the British? I want to build the canal ourselves. Because then we can do the canal company and get 50K added to our budget. So I'm going to try to build it ourselves. Party-affiliated newspapers have been proliferating during this election season. Publications associated with the Liberal Party have been particularly effective in spreading the party line. There's actually one exception to that. Ooh, yeah, let's take... If we can give them the canal land and take British Guyana, like in a trade, then we will do that. Ah, railways. Excellent. Excellent, excellent. This Caudillo's event is a bit bland. The effects on the armed forces are manageable. Ooh, I don't know. If there was a coup d'etat, if you failed, it would be more interesting. 24 hours for Facebook 2 with integrated VR and Sonic 2 in memory. Wait, what? Facebook 2? I don't know anything about that. What's the deal with that? I don't know. The Age of Chaldeos, if you let them win, they keep the Age of Chaldeos thing here. What plus 100% political strength to them, 20% pop attraction, and 500% political strength of officers. That's a tough one to manage, unless you really want to lean into your armed forces. Oh, it's a meme? Oh. I was like, what? I mean, that does sound like something Zuckerberg would try to do. Ah, look, okay, we're back down to 87. In collaboration with the Liberal Party, Bernardo Tejas has secured a deal for cheap and quickly distributed pamphlets in support of the party. Where are we at? Ooh, yeah, let's give them more momentum. You know, I forgot actually, so one thing we want to do... We need more paper. So we'll build that after this. Let's pay for an import, and now that we have the extra bureaucracy... Oh, we can't... Wait, why can't we go past level 1? I thought the law itself let us go up to level 2. That's interesting. I played a Colombia game last weekend and kept the army in power, and letting them win is kind of underwhelming. But I also played the campaign as getting back up to speed. Oh, interesting. I mean, it's an interesting dynamic because we are trying to do a lot of military stuff. We want to keep them empowered. Oh, yeah, I forgot though. Yeah, we don't even get the... Yeah. Yeah, they're just not that beneficial in New Granada here. The ongoing election has drawn attention to the platforms of various contending parties. Across New Granada, the electorate debates which party is worth trusting with the next term in government. Yeah, we want the Liberal Party there. If we can't increase... We can't increase the Home Affairs institution. And we might lower this a bit. We try to conquer some countries in the West African region. I might do some colonization. I don't know about conquering any. I don't have any plans for it at the moment. If you're going to do the Federation of the Andes, don't include Chile. The border is horrible. Chile is very strong, though, in terms of resources and stuff they have. But we need Chile anyway to get the Grander Colombia achievement, so we will have to go after that. If you're going, oh wait, take all of South America. Less will not do. Yes. Yeah, we're gonna do all of this to make us strong enough to take that, get the achievements, and then go after Brazil. That's kind of, that's the plan at the moment. If you are going to do the Federation of the Andes, oh yeah, wait, I just read that one. I wish Law would try for unifications. I only see Peru, Bolivia. Argentina could have unified La Plata, and Colombia unifying Gran Colombia more often. But the Federation of the Andes is a unification play. So there is that. Tech, it's always tech. Wait, what do you mean? What's that in reference to? Alright, we're at the hour mark. We're going to take a break real quick. Pay homage to the gods of ads. So that nobody has to watch gameplay, miss gameplay during ads, at least at the hour mark. So, we're going to do 90 seconds, go to the bathroom, get some water, and we'll be right back. Alright, and we're back. And we're back. Oh, reverse AI, IA. Oh, I get it. I'm using I'm overworking my brain cells to do this stream while sick right now. That is funny. I like it. You need to research a tech to increase your National Guard to level 2. Yeah. Yeah, that's right. Well, it's not one we're going to be going for at the moment because we need these right now. Yeah, because these are the ones we absolutely need right now. But we're kind of hanging on keeping them level at 86%. So they are going to increase radicals. Ah, hold on, what do we got going on here? So the Liberal Party won. So we can keep a legitimate government. So this is good. Ooh, but they're going to jump up to 96%. Alright, let's slow down for a second here. If we went to war, is there anybody that's going to come to our aid? Ah, they're in non-fulfillment? Alright, let's let's just withdraw from this, because we're not getting any of this stuff. Our articles are frozen because they're non-fulfillment. Goodbye. Could we get a defensive pact? No. Oh, plus 10% now because the ruler is opposing slavery. Where's better to colonize? Depends. Depends on what you need. For instance, in the starting steps for Sweden I colonize up here. So what we really need is cotton. And in these states, you only have malaria as opposed to down here where you have severe malaria. So it's better to colonize, to start colonizing in places that don't have the severe malaria. However, if you need coal, you can get coal down here, but you have severe malaria. So, and you need the tech. Where is it? Yeah, all the way down here, malaria prevention to get rid of the effects of severe malaria. You just need quinine to get rid of the effects of regular malaria. But I still think, even with the effects of severe malaria, it's still worth colonizing. So it kind of depends on what resources you need. If you're a country rich in coal, I would focus up here beforehand. You don't need Brazil, by the way. Yeah, I know. Taking Brazil will be more of just RP purposes after we get the 2 achievements. So we'll see. We'll see what the situation is at that moment. Oh, nice. We're getting food industries. That will help us in terms of mobilization options. Yeah, because we don't have any right now. Excellent private queue. Do you need Brazil? I don't know if they have any land in the strategic regions. No. We don't need it. That's going to be something after the 2 achievements we'll look at. And again, it'll just be an RP thing. We're focusing more on what we need for the achievements first. I don't like colonizing Africa with colonized countries. It's very cursed. Yeah, it's true. It's something I might look into only for the purposes of maybe trading some of them to get this land. It'll give us some bargaining chip for that. But again, that's something a little bit further down the road. You can't raise the home affairs due to tech. Yeah. It's good that Brazil doesn't have unifications to do. There's no historical casus belli for that. Not to mention that Brazil alone already has potential. Yeah. I'm still waiting for the world conquest of Luxembourg. Yeah, that'll be a tough one. Maybe one day. I don't know. A significant group of slaves has risen up and made for the borders of Costa Rica, where slavery is illegal. Yeah, we will pay for nothing on principle. No, plus the benefit of getting +2 approval from the landowners, it's not going to do much for us while we're trying to ban slavery here. Every tenancy of the landowners in Ecuador has rental prices beyond reasonable limits. Their tenants direct their ire at the government for not protecting them. Well, yeah. Oh, yeah. No, we definitely can't do this. Ah, see, here's the problem. Okay, so we definitely have to do this. Either of these, we're going to war. I think we might cancel out of this. We might cancel out of this. Because we don't... And these guys are not giving us enough here. How did Colombia end up with slavery? Didn't Bolivar promise to abolish it? I don't know. I'm loving this play. Extremely cautious man trying to pass laws while the army threatens a coup. South America history indeed. Yeah, it's very true, right? It's very true. This is exactly what you had to deal with. We are riding on the edge here. See, we could probably... So, if this went to war, it's very possible we could deal with it. It's very possible we could deal with it. You know, we have... Maybe we do increase some battalions while we hover on the brink of war here. Alright, well, it's time I organize my armies into what I usually do. So let's move these guys over here. We'll move the irregulars over there. Oh wait, do we not have... We don't have any artillery. Okay. So this will then just be our guys here. We'll move... So we'll split up here. We'll move about 10 line infantry over here. Then over here... why do we gotta get a historical guy that has shell shock? Not a lot of great ones here. I'll take this guy. And then we will build 10 in Antioquia. And we're gonna do these sooner rather than later. Maybe we can get this. We should have started doing this while we were hovering at 86%. Wait it out. You just got an amazing +1 soul. Yeah. Yeah, I think we're gonna try to do this. The Grander Colombia achievement, is there another you aim to do as well? Yeah, we're gonna do the Federation of the Andes one. But that's why we're gonna do Grander Colombia first. Because we would have to do that before we form Federation of the Andes. So we're going to do them in that order, but those are the two main ones we're going to be looking to do. I would really like to get General Staff before this gets to war, though. You should upgrade your army. Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah, we do have some irregular ones. Thank you for the reminder there. And then, you know, who? Oh, you know, I didn't realize Cundinamarca was in on this. We'll lose the capital. That's interesting. We'll lose the capital in this. It's Vicky 3 fighting a huge war and deciding on PMs in states and building factories and deciding on new laws whilst your people sacrifice themselves at the front. Yeah, exactly. I have a horrible habit of catching all the historical generals that appear, even if they are mids. I have to catch them all. I am like that too, actually. I love catching... Ooh, the historical ones. Ooh, we did get this guy. The problem is this is just too much. Shell Shock is an awful one to have because of the negative 20% offense, negative 20% defense. And it's intelligentsia, so he won't even join the war. If this guy was landowners, I might do it. Because then we'll give them a general that will have this. Well, we could do this one. It's Celebrity Commander. Ooh, and then this would be pretty good. Yeah, we'll add this in there. Ooh, this is good. General Julian Lopez, a popular military commander, has begun a challenge to the civilian leadership of the armed forces under Francisco de Paula Santander. The general's ambitions threaten to expand Caudillo rule to yet another sector of society. Yeah, so we don't want this. But we can bring down Age of Caudillos by 100. Alright, so we will lose our mobilization option for opium, though, because Cundinamarca will go that way. What other mobilization options will we lose? Ah, we're gonna lose the food industry. We should be building one here while we can. To get the plus 10% to offense defense. So we're gonna do this, the food industries, before any of this stuff, because the revolution will be able to do it. I don't know. I'm very hesitant now, because one event could pop this off to war. One question, if you were to make a Victoria 3 mod, which one would you make? Is there anything in the game that you would change? If I were to make a mod, it would be probably more flavor-oriented and giving flavor to Africa. Or probably North Africa, because I'm biased. That's probably what I would do. I'm not good at figuring out what the game mechanics should be. So I don't know about a game mechanic mod. I think if I were to make a game mechanic mod, I know that Hail Columbia does this, I guess. But it would be interesting to create a mod that adds term limits to presidential republics. Hail Colombia does that for the United States, but I think it would be interesting to have that as a mechanic all around if you have a presidential republic. General Pedro Haran, noting severe unrest in Zulia, has proposed using the army to suppress agitation in the area. Whilst his political allies support him, there's a heavy risk to following his plan. Yeah, we can't even risk this. We'll take that for a temporary boost. Man, checking my blood sugar there. Not the time. My head is feeling clogged from whatever I have here. I have to tell you, in terms of how many brain cells I have working here, it just kind of hit me. But we will continue. We will continue. Alright. I think, though, we should be able to increase our military here. Why is your capital rebelling? Well, capitals can rebel now. I forget which update that was. That was 1.9. I believe that was 1.9. So that is one of the problems we run into here. They're going to stay at 96%, though. Let's go again. Capitals can rebel. You can't delete or downgrade barracks. Yeah. Oh, the North German Federation funding lobbies. Okay. I mean, we need to get slavery banned, regardless. And while we have the Liberal Party in power, it's better to do that now than not. I wonder. Well, no, I was going to say if we could change the ruler of the landowners, but it doesn't matter. They're going to be pro-slavery regardless. They're going to be pro-slavery regardless, but what's interesting is if we didn't have an intelligentsia president right now, that would bring their activism down by 10. Now, are we getting a benefit from the intelligentsia president? I mean, we're getting a benefit for the intelligentsia being in government. So we need to keep them in government. So actually, it would be beneficial to us if we reached another election and the Liberal Party won and the rural folk this guy became president. That would actually be beneficial to us. But we don't have another election for 3 years. So we can't really change that around. I find the 1860s, 70s more optimal to ban slavery due to the popularity of the humanist movement. Interesting. Yeah, so if we got to the 1860s or 70s, Lawmakers working towards the enactment of slavery ban have found themselves mirrored in a particularly complex set of bureaucratic proceedings, grinding the work towards reform to a near halt. Yeah, see, here's the other thing. Now, adding enactment time really does weigh on us. And we would get more, we get 10% of bureaucrat pops. Would become more radical. So that would be, yeah. See, we can't have... Oh, actually, yeah, that might hurt us here. Because we have the... There are some intelligentsia in this movement. Because radicalism increases might increase this. Hey, Jimmakers, hello, hello, what's up? How you doing? We're fighting the good fight here to ban slavery, but we're at a worrying point here. Tell that to the Koreans. Funny you say modding, because I did a custom by package file in the code that simulates history better with how wealthier pops distort demand away from the lower strata. Oh, that's interesting. That would be an interesting one right there. Have you finished that? Have you finished that mod yet? And what do you call in that one? Somehow playing Korea more hard to ban slavery. That's interesting. I haven't done a Korea run in a very long time. Don't want to lower success chance here. But we can't... I really don't want to go to war over this. Yeah, forget it, whatever. Yeah, whatever, we'll see what happens. They've actually... Their activism's actually gone down by 1. We should lower taxes, actually. That might help us here. So we can lower military wages to counter that. We can afford to lower this. 1 hour until we can play China in CK3. Yeah. Almost there. That clip of Bobby Lee reading that made me hit the floor laughing. Wait, which one are you talking about? Ooh, this is going to be a tough one. If we could actually hold out until we can get the barracks and the food industries here, I would feel a little bit better. I would feel a little bit better. Can you increase your speed? Well, I will in a second. I'm trying to figure some things out here. And the brain is working slow from the infection I have. The ear infection, I should say. Alright, yeah, I think we're good for right now. Hey, Julian, hello. How are you? While playing in South American states, if you have abolitionist church leader banning slavery will get way easier even in early game. Yeah, that would be nice if we could get that. I don't even know if we have an option for it. We do. We do. Although it's a level 1 acceptance here. So we probably wouldn't be able to get them in. We got off of migration controls. If you don't read the comments, you will never get the context. My guy, I am reading all the comments. And it's a little bit different when you're playing a game and reading comments at the same time. And managing a civil war, a brewing civil war. So give me some slack. For context, Bobby Lee tried to say Korea didn't have slaves, then he had to read that historically Korea was the longest unbroken slave country. Oh no. Pam, there's a good mod to play on Mod Cuts, Divergences of Darkness. Oh yeah. An alternative world where the timeline diverges from ours. One of the events is England wins the 100 Years' War. Yeah, I've tried that one. It's been a long time since I've tried that one, but that one is a really fun one to do. Civil War in Belgium. Doesn't look like they want anything of us, though. Oh, the leader... So we have a new leader of the rural folk. We have the unbroken chain of slavery spanning for 1,500 years and ended somewhere around 1870-ish. That literally changes the entire history of Europe to the point of unpredictability. Yeah, that's why it's kind of a fun one. Ah! We didn't get it in the end, though. We didn't get it. Alright. So the law didn't work. So we'll lose the revolution here. So... yeah, so if we went to local police force... it would make banning slavery a little easier. But we could also go to, but so would dedicated police force, to be honest with you. I would like to get off of censorship, though we could suppress the pro-slavery movement a little easier that way. I mean, just invite John Brown, the one and only, the madman, yeah, who wants to end slavery. But I have a stupid plan to execute. Yeah, if we could get him in, that would help us. Have you done a purely isolationist communist gameplay, like a Hermit Kingdom thing? I haven't done it on stream, but I did do... Oh wait, no, I was thinking of the Hermit Kingdom Korea achievement. I did do that achievement offline. But no, I haven't done a stream with a isolationist communist gameplay. That would be an interesting one. Other things that differ are that Chinese expeditions are successful. Spain arrives late in colonization and only makes Mexico, the Inca Empire modernized and still exists. In other words, schizophrenia, the mod. Very cool. Interesting. Yeah, it is a very cool mod, actually. I highly recommend it. You're right, that would be a good mod cuts run, actually. Yeah, gonna check it out. Yeah, you definitely should. John Brown's plan wasn't stupid, it was ingenious. The problem was that they were not joined by the African Americans, and that they failed to stop rail traffic, which brought the militia. It's very cool because there are no Italian wars. Probably a Protestant defeat in the 30 Years' War. No French-English wars at all. You can't predict the world. Actually, you know, now that I think about it, now that we've been doing some Hearts of Iron 4, it would be interesting to do a run with divergences and then load that save into Hearts of Iron 4 and see how that goes. So, we missed this. Alright, well, now that we don't have a brewing revolution, let's start looking at Peru here, because we have all the stuff that we need for it. So what can we do here that's not gonna... that'll help us? We need to get to dedicated police force. Honestly, I think we just go to dedicated police force. Going to local police force will lower the pro-slavery movement's activism by 10% for the next time we do it, but it's going to give the landowners political strength. And it will lower the amount of radicals from political movements. So we're going to go to dedicated police force. And now... let's take a... you know, we haven't saved in a little bit, so we'll just take a quick save. Take a quick save. Not for any other reasons, other than, you know. It was just terrible with the execution of it. Yeah. It may be, but not having these wars opens up creative space for new events. Every work of alternative history is fictional. The world is more chaotic. Yeah, this is true. Alright, so let's start thinking about a war with Peru here. Let's look at our military. So we have actually a very strong one, a much stronger one now. Let's assign conscripts. So we want to mainly do the artillery conscripts in Antioquia, since that's where we have the artillery foundry. Oh, so we can only add one there anyway. Let's do... and we'll add... now, depending on who enters this war, though, we might not need to have any conscripts. The influx of North German lobbying money into New Grenadine politics has raised domestic tensions significantly. Rumors and accusations of certain politicians being North German agents have become commonplace. So our legitimacy is at 91, which will really help us fix our loyalist issues at the moment. Who is in that North German lobby? Where's my lobbies? Markets. Man, my brain is having a hard time working. Do we not have any? Or did I just mistakenly untick it? Interest groups, marginalized groups. Please no, you're not ready with Hearts of Iron 4 mod or we'll throw you. This is true. Yeah, I'm doing a run of Fallout 4, Hearts of Iron 4. We need to change. needs to change, yeah. It's been an hour since you checked the market. I pause and check every week. Yeah. Yeah, this is true. I haven't looked at the market in a little bit. How do we not have any lobbies, though? That's interesting. So this isn't going to do much of anything. 2% of North Andean pops will become radical. Yeah, we'll take this one. I don't want to mess with our legitimacy at the moment. The names of the ham programs on the channel make it look like a TV show. Mod cuts, ham plays. Cooking with ham. This is true. Alright. I want to make sure we're ready for war before we go to war here. So we're good with guns. How are we with mobile? Oh, we are actually excellent with mobilization options. We'll add this as well. So let's go after Peru here. Now, do we want to outright conquer them or just subjugate them? The amount of states we'd have to take, I feel like I might just want to... Chile's name is almost upside down with this. Not necessarily more difficult. It's equivalent, but learning... Oh, wait. What did I miss there? Oh, is Vic 2 harder than Vic 3? I don't know. I've never played Vicky 2, actually. Not necessarily more difficult. It's equivalent, but leaning towards Vicky 3. Explain in gentleman manners, please. Well, hold on, actually. Let me remind myself here. And own all land in Grander Colombia. It might be easier... Our primary culture is North Andean. Ruse is South Andean. Old style paradox military. EU4 Fall of Eagles CK2. The reason I did the modding was because the buy packages in Wiki 3 Vanilla are very linear. At Sol 20, the majority of their purchases is still basic food, which I found to be unrealistic. Huh. That's interesting. Yeah, I want to do a video about pop. Like, I was thinking about doing a video about pop buy packages and needs and stuff like that. I kind of want to just take the land here instead of subjugate them. It might be we have 0 infamy, so we can kind of just do that, and then we can always release them if need be. So let's start with Cajamarca and Pastaza. Ooh, that'll be a lot of infamy right there, but Chile will probably join. The US probably won't. Ooh. Brazil might be an issue. What's our deal with them? They're cautious towards us. The sole floors of goods much... oh wait, so sole floors of goods match wealth level more, which produces a lot more of a stratified economy. Oh, that's interesting. Interesting. Sol 20 isn't that much. 995 infamy gaming. Yeah. This is true. Yeah, this is going to be like that. Yeah. I posted in the Hamcord an offline hegemony objective I was doing where I got the objective, but I reached 995 infamy with Germany. At Sol 20, we can buy bourbon for all citizens, including you. So be grateful. Less than an hour. Yeah, that's right. Less than an hour to all under heaven. All right, we got an advancement there. What happens if we just try to subjugate? Ah, right, we can't. What am I thinking? Yeah. I forgot about... Okay. So that's... Okay. What is Brazil's military here? 3623. We could hang with Brazil, but I'm worried not with Peru as well. Are you playing tonight? I can't. I'm doing, well, yeah, tonight we're doing another session of Victoria 3 here, not CK3. I'm going to be doing an All Under Heaven CK3 run on Thursday night. Tonight I'll be doing more of this run. With the wrong empire, yeah. Maximilian heavily objects to my nation of choice to start All Under Heaven. X, the AI will consistently build arts academies and shipyards if food prices are decent. They don't really build food buildings until they're profitable enough, and only 30 base price food buildings. You can though still manipulate the the private sector enough in this. Oh, we'll get the Bolivian modernist revolt. Bolivia is so weak right now, though, that it doesn't really matter to us. This worries me, though. This does. Oh, ideological differences in government. So, let's take a look at that. Okay. So if we threw the Conservative Party in there, this would make things a bit easier. So let's do that. Oh, that's interesting. Wait, what? How is that still our legitimacy? Okay. So now let's take a look. Okay. Yeah, but I don't necessarily want to do that. Meshi Japan almost a century before. RIP. Yeah, forces the AI and player to intervene if they don't want very angry socialists. My France test run had a massive army revolt for socialists after decades of laissez-faire and free trade. Huh, that's pretty good. That's pretty cool. I want to try that. Negative 57 is okay. Just don't add any war goals until they go neutral. Yeah. It's a much more manageable... It's much more manageable, at least. Alright, I think if we also stay under 25 infamy, we might go under the radar here. So, you know, let's take our save. No, for no other reasons. We're not thinking about save scumming at all. We would never. We would never. So we'll start with this one. Kind of just go down here. Let's do it. Let's start looking at Peru. Yeah, so Chile is gonna do it. So we've set up all of our military. Let's mobilize. We won't do conscripts yet. Put these guys in the front. Oh, we don't have a defensive. Man, why do you gotta have such shell shock? I just can't use you. Ooh, this guy might be good. Defense in elevated terrain. That's pretty much... Oh, well. I guess if we can... Yeah, we'll go with that. It'll give the Catholic Church a little bit... It might actually put them powerful. But we do want the mountain combat expert, so whatever. We don't have any navies to think about. And this will be done in a moment. I have a bizarre idea. Everything in life, no matter what it is, be it games, books, movies, in the end, it all comes down to the Roman Empire. Now you're talking for Maximilian there. What's even cooler is after I gave them concessions, they were still radical and only calmed down when they got Council Republic. Hold on here. Yeah, that's because we don't have the thing built yet. We can also utilize some production methods. We're not utilizing liquor as mobilization option, so we should be okay. The Roman Empire is the preeminent empire, how to for aspiring state builders, and the cultural force behind the European civilization, arguably the most successful. So you can connect Ham to the Roman Empire. Really, only Rome can dominate the world. Even Ham is from a Roman area. Hold on here. I was not doing enough to look at. I should have been paying more attention to this stuff. Actually, we haven't sold buildings in quite some time. What do we have going on there? We'll put this up for sale. While we're at war, these guys will be profitable. We might even be able to get this sold during war. Oh, and alright, so now we'll have some tools. And steel will start going. There we go. We sold some stuff. Steel will start hiring in a second. Law progressed to study. Oh. Okay. So now we can start adding. And then, yeah, and then we'll add Lima. No, that's going to put us over infamy. Oh, because Chile is in here. I don't think we'll do humiliate Chile because we're probably not going to go all the way down there. What else would we add in here? Hey, Jack! Hello, hello. Welcome, welcome. Welcome, welcome. How are ya? North Africans are European in denial. Oh, Maximilian, you're you're really trying to get me going today, huh? I'm a little bit behind on chat because I'm trying to get this war going. Both of these are skirmishes, yeah. I'm good. Did you see the news of Civ 7? Yeah, they got some good stuff coming up. Yeah, you're going to be able to do Civ 7 now without being forced to switch civs. That's going to be exciting. We might check Civ 7 back out then. I feel like I'm leaving stuff on the table. I really don't want to go over 25 because I feel like that is going to get... Oh! Is Brazil not even interested now? And the Navy update too, Blackbeard coming, which is awesome. Yeah, this is true. Yeah, they're going to have that. All right, I think we're good here. All right, so we're at the 2-hour mark. Good, Civ 7 finally left behind that terrible idea, yeah. Well, no, I think they're not. I think you're going to have the option to do both. That's kind of what it sounds like. I don't think they're fully abandoning the Civ switching. But it sounds like you're going to have the option now. I actually buy it now. All right, we're at the 2-hour mark. So we're going to take a quick 90-second break, and then we're going to actually get to this war and do this. And figure out if we're going to add Lima or not. We might, now that it seems like Brazil is not interested in this anymore. So we'll see. All right, quick 90 seconds, and we'll be right back. All right, and we're back. All right, we might add Lima. We have a lot of time left in the escalation phase here. They might piece out of this. We're not going to add any goals to Chile. Although, actually, wait. Is this... No, that's unincorporated. So I might do a humiliate. Wait, so Civ 7 would have just been more of the same, and it would have been incredible? Yeah, you don't change a winning team. Yeah. I think the idea he's referring to is I'm assuming the Civ switching idea. Now I am worried a little bit about our economy here. So let's... I don't disagree with Civ switching if you add more Civs to make it historically believable. See, I don't mind having the option. Because I would like to play Civ 7 without Civ switching, and then every now and then maybe try out a Civ switching run. The idea of not... I just... I don't know. It never really worked with me. It was a cool idea. But yeah, maybe having more civs. Any civilization surviving for 3,000 years is a ridiculous premise. Well, I mean, it's a premise that's been working for like... for like 40 years now at this point. No, not 40, maybe like 30 some odd years. No, maybe 40. Because it's been every single Civilization game and it's been great. That's what makes Civilization kind of fun. Civilization is not like Paradox games where you're looking for historical accuracy. Just add 3 civs for most major nations. Maybe. Ooh. Alright, we're gonna do it. We're gonna add Lima in here. Oh, wait. So Argentina joined in. Yeah. If we're gonna... Oh, revoke claim. I don't care about that. Alright. Ooh, but you know, we will call in the conscripts now that... You know, I kind of forgot. I kind of wanted to wait for General Staff before I did this. Well, it is what it is. I think Civ should have focus on internal factions and Civ switching. That'd be interesting, yeah. Internal factions. That would have been cool. Kind of like that idea, actually, now that you say it. They need to add more Western European ancient civilizations like Celts and Germanic tribes. Yeah, I don't think the problem, though, is Civ. Oh, nice, we got Fieldworks. Right at a good point. I don't think the issue with Civ 7, though, was the civs they had in the game. It was more mechanic stuff. It wasn't like people were like, oh my god, I love the mechanic of civ switching. I just wish it had these civs. Though I agree, more civs is always nice, having the options. Is the modernist revolt just in unpassable terrain? The modernist revolt. What do you mean? Alright, let's see how some of these initial wars are going. We really could use some added morale recovery. Oh, you know what we'll do? We should have been doing this. Man, did I mess this up quite a bit. Where else do we have a lot of barracks? Yeah. There we go. And we can add more conscripts. Although I need to, yeah, because we can't afford it, to be honest, actually. So we want, but we'll get the training rate. Bolivian modernist revolt. Just there's a small area of normal terrain. I just saw. Bolivian. Oh, yeah. Oh, look at that. Yeah. Maybe is that why nothing nothing is happening? Oh, well, I guess it has that little sliver right there. That's interesting. Add more Muslim area civilizations. For the last age, we finally got Qajar, so we can do Persia, Azabid, Qajar. Oh, interesting. I mean, I haven't been able to do some Civ 7 in a couple updates, so I'll have to try that one out. What's this guy? Oh, reckless advance. Sorry, I don't want reckless advance. Now you understand how fun historical continuity Civ switching would be. Maybe. I think the issue, though, with the Civ switching is that it made the game kind of feel like 3 mini-games where the previous era didn't really matter all that much, I guess. But again, I haven't played it in a couple updates. I gotta do another Civ 7 run to see what's going on with it. Sent the email with the files on the one in your About section on YouTube. Oh, cool. Oh, nice. Okay. Thank you. I'm gonna give it a try. I appreciate that. We'll see how that goes. But no, Rome, Mississippi, Japan. Yeah. Was that one of the ones that you could do? Like you could start as Rome and end up as Japan? Because yeah, that's kind of ridiculous. That was the thing I heard people complain the most about. I think it was Humankind was the one that did Civ switching first, but with with Humankind, here we go. You could just do like any civs, and it made it kind of ridiculous. The funniest thing in South America is the small state of Bolivian Amazonia. The rest of the state is Brazilian. Yeah. Brazilian, Amazonia. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, right now this is just Brazil. Or Bolivia, I mean. This is actually going to be a pretty close fought war. Alright, we're under our infamy now, so that's good. Now, what am I doing? Our interest rate is 15%. It's not so bad, but I want to make sure... Nice. Ah, there we go. Okay. I don't want to go into too much debt over this war. Have another Serbia run on our hands. I think there should be more rigid path for the Civ switching if they're committed to it. Rome, Japan is stupid. Yeah. Yeah, I think they originally... damn it. We're aiming for more rigid paths. Our morale loss is not going well. I'm kind of worried here. We need more morale recovery. So we're gonna go to high taxes, high government wages. We slightly outnumber them. But I think part of the problem is we just need a better training rate. In 4 months we can get a better training rate with general staff. Yeah, that's what you were saying. Yeah. Or at least do a disaster in the switch period that you could try to overcome. Well, I think they did have that, like, at the end, right before the era ended. You had the I forget what they called it. There was just like a crisis of some kind that you had to overcome. Guarantee independence? No. I'd rather take the defensive pact. We're losing a lot of battles here. And Bolivia and Amazonia is an isolated state in your run. The hell is AI doing? Yeah. Well, they lost. I think that was what the problem was. They lost to Chile, so they're pretty much, like, done. Bolivia's about to get eaten by Chile. Why are we constantly... Could we get... Oh. Grain is desert. Oh, we have dedicated police force. That's good. Let me take a look here. Previous battles. Can we get any type of terrain bonus? Paddy fields. So, because it seems like this army is losing a lot. The world on fire, the music. Yeah, somber. The music is trying to make it seem like it's not so bad. Those aren't going to help at all. It does kind of seem like, though, it's mainly just this army that's doing most of the battles. Put them on the defense. Yeah. But they don't have a good defensive score. Though it doesn't seem like their offense is doing very well. Defense and drain their manpower, your generals suck at attacking. Yeah, it does kind of seem like that, right? Alright. Let's try that. Yeah, their offensive rating is so bad. But is there something with... Let me take a look here. Yeah, yeah, they slightly outweigh us in manpower right now, so maybe that will help us here. Ah, Chile left the war. That's beneficial. Now we heavily outnumber them. Now I would like at least one of these guys to go on the offense. Oh yeah, see, this guy is better at defense. So maybe we'll send this guy... Here we go. Oh, this is supposed to be our main... I forgot to name them. I like to know who is who. There we go. Alright. Chile leaving the war was very beneficial here. I think we kind of got lucky with that. There we go. There we go. Oh, is that what I... The first main army? Yeah, if I were in the United States, I'll make that my the first army from the state of Maine. There we go. All right. So we have one of the first war goal, or one of the war goals. this should... There we go. And now we're in Lima. All right. Do you have favorite states? Well, I mean, I live in New York, so New York will definitely be... Ah, yes, General Staff will be more favorited to me than others. There we go, there we go. Oh, now we're building the universities. Okay, what do we need in our market here? Do we have any... like Hawaii, for example? And of course, Wisconsin, go Pack Go, outside New York, duh. Yeah, I mean, Hawaii is beautiful. It's where I had my honeymoon. I absolutely loved it there. I would love to go back. I don't know. I've never really thought about, like, favorite states. Like, I have places I like to visit. Asking New York their favorite state and answer New York is a very New York thing to do. Yeah, see, Laplace knows right there. It's a very New York right there. What about favorite countries? Do you sit down and read history? What countries do you like? For example, I like Italy, France, Russia. I mean, my two favorite things in the world are theater and soccer, so I'm very partial to England. Although, as much as I like to talk trash, I do very much enjoy France. Paris is a great city. So, Paris is a favorite destination of mine. Yeah, I would say my life will end up in England at some point, since theater and soccer is what I love. And so London is just going to be, you know, where I go. You know, I actually really love Canada. Canada is a great place. I visited a few places in Canada, and I've loved all of them. Montreal, Ottawa are great. I still haven't been to Toronto yet, though. I really want to visit Toronto. Oddly enough. Actually, what war goals did they take against me? Oh, humiliate. Yeah. They're never going to reach that war goal. Oh, wait, though. No, they just need, yeah, they just need at least one of our states. So that's what they need for that. But we're doing okay here. We're doing okay. Canada is great, yeah, but I don't like cold. Ah, see, I love cold. I love cold weather. Maybe that's why I like Canada so much, without even realizing it. An anonymous author affiliated with the landowners has written a polemic attacking the Catholic Church's affiliation with the New Grenadine North German Society. The document accuses them of being foreign agents sponsored by North German Secret Service. Ooh, we can lower the political strength of the church. Yeah, we'll do that. Better to Ireland. Better to Ireland because my homies don't like Londoners and Birminghams. Actually, yeah, I would say Ireland is maybe a favorite country of mine. I do really admire Irish culture and the nation itself. Slaves have risen up in Antioquia. They are not a significant force yet, and there are multiple ways to approach them. Yeah, we have a lot of radicals. I'd rather take this one. Ham is an amazing guy, but New York is a red flag. Why is that? Why is that? New York is an amazing place. I'm talking about France. They did multiple nuclear tests in the Algerian desert and French Polynesia. Yeah. Sounds like France. Alright. We are on our way now with that. Okay, so what should we be working on here? How are our construction goods? Ooh, actually, okay, so yeah, we need to work on construction goods here. So logging is a obvious problem right now. We don't need so much hardwood. Central Archives, yes, yes. So we'll switch that. And we'll build some logging here. Okay, that's good. So we built that there. We could also use... Actually, we should be building in Antioquia. Let's just subsidize that because we need infrastructure. Oh, this is probably why, because we're below our infrastructure here. And that should higher up. Oh, All Under Heaven is here. It's downloading. Very nice. Very nice. I know what I'll be doing post-stream. I don't know, but I just know that it is. There's a strange aura in that city. You must be from New Jersey, my friend. Where did my desert joke go? Oh, was there something that followed up after the saying nuclear tests in Algeria and Polynesia? Ah, there we go. All right. All right. We're one step closer. Excellently done. We got some gold fields out of it. That's good. I guess the question is, do we want to... Ooh. Lima, Lima, Lima. Look at that. Wait, I definitely want this. So let's subsidize that. Let's incorporate Lima. Now that we have all of Pastaza, we can incorporate that. And this one. Alright, look at us, getting bigger and bigger. Also, speaking of France, I remember Family Guy line, the city is amazing, the people. That sounds like Family Guy. All big cities are like that. Pretty much. Where's the drunk Olaf? Where is the drunk Olaf? Those kids took their toy back. Can't believe that. I'm gonna have to find that. Ordering some pizza and chill. Actually, doesn't sound like bad lunch. I need to eat something when the stream is done. No, my classic lunch is just a sandwich and soup. I love me some soup. Ooh, and we also have acquired some construction sectors. So, all right, you know, we need to look at the states we just acquired here. So we'll go to speed 2 while I figure this out. We need a railroad here. We need more, we need more clippers. The high prices of wood have become a prominent talking point in the Liberal Party election campaign, arguing that their free trade policies could drive down the price. Excellent, excellent. Let's keep them in power. Said that you like cold because you are a minus 50 Celsius at nights in the desert. Oh yeah, and it wasn't that bad because it was a welcome break from the positive 60 in the boiling hot days. Yeah, maybe that's what it is. You're probably onto something there. Maybe that is why. I like the Uruguayan winter, a pleasant 5 degrees below zero, only sometimes. Oh yeah, Ham is a pizza snob. He accepts everything except undercooked pizza. Oh, undercooked pizza. Oh my god. Yeah. No undercooked pizza. And also certain pizza toppings are not allowed. Let's say that. Alright, so those are hiring up. How are we on infrastructure here? Okay. A lot of turmoil. So we'll get a railroad going here. Okay. Oh, interesting. Interesting is better with both parties in there. You know, are we close to getting, let's go pharmaceuticals. And then, with the water tube boiler, nitroglycerin. I want to get a health system going. Well, it's 6 p.m. over here already, so it's dinner time. Oh, yeah. Ham probably, how dare the kid take their toy so they can play with that. Yeah, I claimed that toy by spilling wine on it. I had a Hawaiian pizza the other day. I gotta say, oh no, Jabba, no. No, no, no. You cannot put pineapple on pizza. As a New Yorker, that hurts my heart. Undercooked pizza, what? Yeah, I know, right? Yeah, first of all, pizza undercooked is just not even negotiable. No, the things with pizza are the toppings will be judged, and also never use a fork and you know, I'm sitting here counting it off. You can't even see it. Never use a fork and knife. Never, ever, ever use a fork and knife with pizza. It wasn't that bad. Some colleagues brought some. No. I couldn't do it. Pineapple on pizza should be considered a capital crime. Fruit on pizza, only olives, and no bacon pizza, and deep dish is a pie. Yes, see? Reverse ham cuts knows his stuff right there. Exactly. Deep dish is a pie. Or casserole, we will say, too. No, healthcare sounds like America. Yeah. No. What sounds like America is private health insurance. Yeah. Plus 0.5 standard of living for the upper strata. And only lowering mortality per wealth. That sounds like America right there. The eyes of the electorate have turned to the candidates that seek to acquire a position at the head of government. As the election approaches, voters debate who would provide the best leadership for New Granada. Yeah, we'll take that. I'm not gonna say no to free pizza because it has pineapple on it. Yeah, free pizza. See, that's the one thing, though. Free pizza. I'll say this. I wouldn't say... Well, actually, I don't know. I might say no thank you to a pineapple pizza. But I don't blame somebody for taking that if it's free. Free is free. I agree with you there, Jabba. There are more pizza per meter than affordable houses in New York. Yeah, that is actually very, very true. There's much more affordable pizza than there is affordable housing in New York. Gold has been discovered in Cajamarca. People from all corners of the earth are converging there, confident that they will discover the next great lode and become incredibly rich. No, I'd rather take the migration right now. Well, actually, no, we'll take this equates to minting. We'll take that. The president himself has officially opened the University of Cundinamarca. Academia is beginning to flourish in New Granada. Excellent, excellent. When I think about the USA, I think about Eagles, guns, burgers, and pizza, baseball, and Ryan Gosling. That's funny because Ryan Gosling is Canadian. That's funny. You could say you could pay me to take the pineapple pizza and I still wouldn't touch it. Yeah. Yeah, this is true. I would still say no thank you, but I don't I understand taking a free pizza regardless of what's on it. American having affordable house, healthcare, work in public transport, and low-price goods. Well, no American should be Soviet service. Hey, our public transport works in New York. It works more than anybody else's. It works 24/7. Got CK3. We got China before playable republics. This is just an affront. Yeah, that's true. I wonder why republics aren't playable in CK3. I wonder what their aversion to that is. Okay, so now we have the rural folk leader, but the intelligentsia in government. We might get a little bit better of a might be a little easier to do slavery ban now. We're going to try this again, now that our leader is rural folk. And actually, we should have been suppressing the pro-slavery movement. New York City public transit works. Yes, most of the country, I didn't hear good things. Yeah. Everywhere else, it's, you know, you never know. In major cities, like I've taken the subway in a lot of other cities, and it works well. It just doesn't, it's not like New York, so it doesn't work 24/7. Like in Washington, D.C., the subway was fine. Philadelphia, not so much. So yeah, it kind of depends, but New York City, it does. Yeah, that's New York, not Wyoming or Utah. Yeah, those places, I don't know. It's called Crusader King, not President. Yeah. This is true, right? Crusader presidents. Oh my god, the map is so big. Oh man, I can't wait. Post-stream, that's what I will be doing, I can tell you that much. Look at this. This war is just going to keep going because Bolivia can't reach them. It's interesting, though. I guess Chile doesn't like Bolivia. Otherwise, they could get some type of military access deal. It's such a funny thing the game did. So there is one little sliver of the Bolivian modernist revolt that can be reached, but the rest of it is impassable. CK2 had playable republics. Oh, that's interesting. Huh. Wonder what happened with it that they made them in CK3 be like never again. It says you're going to do more Colombia tonight. Are you gonna change your mind? No, we're gonna do more Victoria 3 tonight, so that I don't keep the schedule more consistent. Thursday night we're gonna do All Under Heaven. Plus, I'd like to be able to try All Under Heaven before I, take it to a stream. You just drop a new video. Oh, hey, Kara just dropped a new video. Let's go. Oh, cool. Is that a CK3 content maker? So let's also... Yeah, see, this isn't a place I really want. Any of these. Oh, in Pastaza, yeah, no. So we'll get rid of those. We'll add some more in Antioquia. Oh, actually no. But Lima, I bet, would be a good place. Yes. Lima is where we're going to do our next construction sectors. Investment rights and trade rights. You got to give us some. And let's try to sell you some goods. What can we come up with? Yeah, if there's something the North German Federation needs, it's gonna be fabric. Oh yeah, that's right. I always forget that. Yeah, we'll do that in a separate one. We'll only set the binding period for 5 years on this, though we'll probably keep it for a little more. They're playing Indochina and Qing. Yeah, CK3 women content creator. Okay. Put the emphasis on the woman part. Why? Why is that? Lady playing Grand Strategy or RTS game is very rare. Defenders of continued slavery have published a wave of diatribes, treatises, and sensationalized fictional narratives, all to support their cause. The quantity, if not the quality, of these works has shaken public confidence in abolitionism. Ooh, here we go. Do we roll the dice again? Ah, we shouldn't have. We shouldn't have. Damn. Damn. Okay. Hold on. So let me finish here. In Lima, we're gonna need a lot of stuff for the construction sector. Oh, and actually, I do want to bump the gold mines to the top. Ooh. So we are gonna need, we're gonna need some road maintenance there. So we can get rid of the road maintenance in Zalia and put it in Lima. And then... yeah, and we could use some violent suppression there, actually. Oh, yeah, we can get rid of enlistment efforts now. We'll do that. Okay, we'll hold off on the rest of it. Qing doesn't exist. Because RTS and Grand Strategy is not really... yeah. I mean, I know civilization is technically a different category, but I actually find that there's quite a lot of women who play civilization. A lot. Yeah, I think there's like, I don't know, you're emphasizing so much. There's a woman playing it. I feel like there's been some. You do see some women play Grand Strategy and stuff like that, so... Alright. Oh, you know, oh my god, I totally forgot. We had our taxes so high because of the war. We have to bring those back down. Alright, now we're really decreasing age of caudillos here, so that's good. You know, we would like to get this opium trade going, too. Wasn't it Cunda? Yeah, it was Cundinamarca. There we go. We're running out of the peasants for it, but let's, we need to get the building level up to 10. So let's just finally finish that off after we get this next construction sector going. We really can start exporting that. Alright, so we're getting closer to corporate charters. So, in our last couple minutes here, we can start thinking about what company we want. Honestly, we might go Antiochia Steel, because we can add iron and steel, get refined steel, but the plus 5% state construction efficiency is something we're really going to need, because so many of our states have the Andes and are getting negative 10% state construction efficiency. So we might go for that as our first company. Despite many efforts on the part of the government to successfully revive slavery banned from its present imbroglio, the law has come to be regarded as nothing but an inevitable failure. Damn. Alright. All right, so we're moving along. So we'll finish corporate charters, then we go for nationalism. Once we finish nationalism, we can form Grander Colombia. After we form Grander Colombia, then we just work on getting everything in these regions so that we can get the achievement. Colonial slavery, instead, you just need to invade Hawaii and don't integrate them. Wait, why specifically Hawaii? Why specifically Hawaii? Because it's closer and have a small army. Oh, but is there something specific to Hawaii that you're saying I would need? Or is it just that they're close? And you can release them later as puppets. And there are... Yeah, I haven't noticed there's a new journal entry for Hawaii. Oh, man. We are not faring well with slavery banned. Possibly, but I need to build a navy first. We actually don't have a navy at the moment, which I think is something we need to consider here. So we're gonna, maybe once we finish these opium plantations, we'll expand the construction sectors again. And actually we should be expanding the construction sectors now. And then start building a navy up. And then we should start doing some colonization so that we have stuff to possibly trade away to Great Britain, the Netherlands, and France. So after slavery, we might do a colony law, a colonization law. Colonial slavery just needs unintegrated land. The ruling rural folk, led by the charismatic Francisco Jose Carino, has initiated a great promotional tour. The decision to focus efforts domestically or internationally has been left to the last minute, however, and it's unclear if rural folk will do more for itself or for the country as a whole. But we don't need more influence. Yeah, so let's do this. We can get one approval from the rural folk here. Alright, well, I think we're at a time here. If I'm not wrong, there's no opposition for it. No, there is opposition here. I mean, we'll see what happens with this slavery banned one. It reduces the landowner power. Yeah, we'll see, because we do still have a shot at slavery ban here. Maybe if slavery ban fails, we'll go for that. But we are at time for now. So we did some good work today. We've expanded a little bit as we go further south here. But yeah, it's gonna be all for right now. But we are continuing this tonight, so we'll be doing another Victoria 3 session tonight, starting around 8:30. So in about 7 hours from now. But yeah, thanks for watching, everybody. Japan looks like a mess. Oh no, good to know, because that's what I'm gonna be doing on Thursday night, starting at Japan. I'm overwhelmed by all under heaven. Oh no. This is intimidating. Yeah. Yeah, so far we're off to a good start here. This is looking like we might do some good work here. Yeah, maybe get some rest. All right, my friends. Yeah, thank you for watching. Hopefully I'll see everybody tonight for some more Victoria 3 action. Otherwise, have a good rest of your day and be awesome. See ya. Yeah, see you tonight.